Yeah. Uh, Hello, folks. Good evening, all. Right. Today, this particular session is on orthographic projection. It's been really confusing. Most of the people do complain that they are not understanding the concept of orthographic projection, and this video is a result of that. We already given this particular sheet, which we are discussing in the class. Right. These are the five problems we are discussing. So we're gonna draw the orthographic projection for these problems. Now, in detail, these are just arrayed in a PPT with the different colors to make you understand. So, in example, if I take this particular view, if I'm seeing from the front, all the red area is a front view, and if I'm seeing from the top, all the green area is the top view, and if I'm seeing from the left, all left side, I mean, the side view will be all the blue area. So, in this way, we try to give different ways to understand, but unfortunately most of the people are really confused to see these views how they look exactly. So taking that into consideration, we designed from a software. This is a CATIA software, which is not related for you. We just tried a little try. So if you just have a look at the diagrams what we made. So, an example I'm taking from problem two, as the problem number one is having a small confusion. I mean, it wasn't came properly, so that is the reason I'm not showing the problem one. So straight away I'm starting with the problem two, which is this one. Right now here, just have a look in deep. When I'm seeing from the front, the person is standing here. Person is standing here. And when I'm standing and seeing from here, what happens? I can able to see all the red area, right? And that I need to draw on a piece of paper. When I need to draw it, so this is how it will be looking as a 3D model. So this is how your diagram will be looking now. So now you're viewing from this direction. You're viewing from this direction. When you are seeing it, you can able to see this part, and this part. These three parts. Along with that, you can able to see these two, but not exactly there. They are not there. You can able to see that cut portions. That's it. As I hidden views. Now let's see how the front view will be looking. Right now, this is the isometric view. What is isometric view? A view in which you can able to see front view, side view, and top view all together. If you can able to see in one view, we call that as an isometric view. Right now we are seeing the isometric view. Now if I convert this isometric view into front view, right, I'm just pressing the front view. Once I press the front view, what happens is the body or the object, whatever it is there, right, it just converted into front view like that. So when you're drawing on the drawing sheet, it needs to be like this. I'm going to explain in detail what is this and this, right? So just try to understand up to here. See what we are doing here. Model is there. When I'm seeing from and standing in front of this, it will be looking like three objects. Now you can ask me how this part is coming, right? If I just zoom in here, right, there's a cut, right? This cut will be just overlapping along with this. So that's the reason you will be seeing a small rectangular shape. You can see that, and the other parts will be as it is, right? This is how we are. And there's one more thing here, which is hidden lines, we call it as. So there's a hidden lines must be there. What are hidden lines? Okay, now you see there's a cut at this particular area, and there is a cut at this particular area. So these two cuts must be represented in your front view. As there is a cut, you need to know that. Now in order to see that, right, you need to show them in the dotted way. How the dotted lines will be looking? So the dotted lines will be looking like this. How I made those, right? If you see here, there's a cut started from this point to this point. right? And that is what this one. And there is one more cut from this point to this point. So seeing from the front view, what happens? You can able to see this as well as this, right? So your front view is over. Now, when you're drawing on a sheet, you need to draw like this. These two must be dotted lines. It is not a thick line; it is a dotted line. Now, coming to the next one, how the top view will be looking. So, if I just rotate the figure, you can able to see the top view. This is what the top view, the exact shape, whatever it is highlighted now. The highlighted one, we call that as a top view. Now, I'm just pressing the top button now. So when I press it, so the exact shape will be looking here. Now, this area is the area where you have an inclined shape here. So that is the reason it is looking like a rectangle on the, a small square like that. And the rest of the figure will be as it is. In this particular diagram, you won't get any hidden lines. Why? What is the reason? As there is a cut, I can able to see here. There is a cut I can able to see here, and there's a cut I can able to see here. So in all the three ways I can able to see the cut. So that's the reason you can't able to see hidden lines. Whereas in your front view, you can't able to see the cuts which are hidden back. So that is the reason you are representing with the hidden lines as there is a cut, right? So finally we conclude with the side view. So let's have a look with the side view. There are two sides here. One is the right side view and one is the left side view. So if I'm seeing from the left side, right here, I'm standing here in front of the object. That means this will be my left side view and that will be my right side view. If you are standing here and seeing from the left side, in your drawing sheet, you need to draw in the right side of the front view. So if you do that, we call that as a first angle projection. Now we are seeing this way, which way is left side view. Now go for the left side view, right? When you select it, it will be coming like this. So this is how exactly you look your diagram. So there is no change. These are the two small squares on the top of it. You can able to see this particular picture. Now there's a cut here, right? You can able to see this cut. That cut is completely coming from top to bottom like this throughout the way. So that will be highlighted here. When you see the highlighted figure will be like this. When you're drawing on a piece of paper, right, you need to draw just like this. This must be dotted line. So if you draw with the dimensions, then it will be perfect. Now, finally, I will show you how the diagram will be looking up on a sheet. Sorry, it is taking too much time. Yeah. This is what the figure you need to draw. Remove these boxes which are not necessary. The border lines which are not necessary. Right? They're just made to have equal distances and everything. Now, when you're drawing on a drawing sheet, no need to draw this scale 1:1 here and all. So, as you already have in the you have a box in the bottom. In that you are writing scale, your name, register number, and all. So, at that particular area, you will be writing scale as 1:1. So, not necessary right now here. So, when you're drawing the front view, right, this is how the front view will be looking exactly. So the dimensions and everything needs to be like this. The main important thing is when you are dimensioning the letter whatever you are placing, that must be near to your dimension line, right? And the arrows must be 1:3 ratio. Now coming to 1:2 ratio, 1:3 ratio, people do complain that they are not understanding what is 1:3 ratio. Right now we'll have a look on that particular aspect. Yeah. See, I'm just about to draw a line. So this is the line which I'm drawing. Imagine that this is the dimension line. So I'm just drawing it light. Now, to this line, to this line, I'm just drawing a line at some point like this. Now, the distance from the middle point to the top,